Today's Daily Retro Fix brought to you by Mario Paint on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah, I can hear a few of you already. You think this is a game? Well, technically, your Daily Retro Fix could be a Saturday morning cereal you ate as a kid. It just so happens I choose to focus on games, and this falls in that in-between spot. I will have you know this is one of my favorite games/art studios growing up, and I sunk hundreds of hours into it. You can get lost creating whatever your heart desired. You could draw, you could use stamps, you could create and compose music, and there's even a few mini-games built in. My favorite, of course, is the Fly Swatter. Look, those that know. Yeah, this was a little bit of a different game, but you gotta remember the time when it was released. Home PCs were just starting to take off, and this was a good intro into understanding how paint programs and a mouse would eventually work on your PC. Also, might I remind you that the install base was already established, with the Super Nintendo being in a ton of households. This was a fun, creative outlet that was on a little bit of a different path than your normal video game offering. This was down the path of edutainment, kind of like Carmen Sandiego, Oregon Trail, and eventually reaching its zenith with the Typing of the Dead. As soon as I threw this game in, a smile crept across my face because the music itself took me right back to being at my parents' house sitting downstairs. Yeah, it was a converted garage with one stair heading down. Sue me. And playing this game for hours. Then being so hyped to show my parents my creation, which was most of the time in the music category, consisting of lots of snorts, girl moans, and fart noises. Such a nostalgia hit. And if you haven't experienced this in a decade or so, or ever really, go ahead and give it a try. For me, it's one that's baked into my DNA.